If you haven't seen my previous video announcing this project, allow me to give a recap. I'm going to review every single arc of the anime adaptation of One Piece, as well as all 15 of its movies. These videos will consist of my personal thoughts and commentaries of the story as a blind viewer, and will conclude with a score given to them out of 10. There are a few things worth noting, however. 1. Despite being an anime-only viewer, I will do my utmost best to remain as synonymous with the manga as possible. 2. There will be videos of my first-time reactions to these arcs throughout this series. However, those will not start popping up until I begin covering the movies, as when it comes to show material, I didn't start recording those until the middle of Skypiea. However, for the filler arcs that I have personally skipped along my personal watch-through, such as Warship Island and Valuka Island, I will record my first-time reactions for those. Now, how am I going to go about these videos order-wise? I will attempt, keyword attempt, to cover one arc/movie every week until I either A, catch up to where I'm currently at with the show itself, or B, want to have an extended amount of time making a video about a certain arc or movie. And just a heads up, I have a couple of those in mind already. Now you may be wondering, where am I going to put the movies? The movies will be placed, and therefore covered, in the order they're most likely placed in the show's timeline. On screen is a graph I slapped together in Canva of the order I'm currently going in for all of the pre-time skip movies. Keep in mind that this is something I'm personally following, and that this is not the definitive movie watch order everyone should go with. This is purely based on info that I have gathered online. Also, the order for the post-time skip movies will be determined whenever I get closer to that material on my watch through. Now, for returning viewers who probably aren't wondering why I'm doing this, but I'll tell you anyway. Prior to beginning One Piece, there were 4 series/franchises that I had seen in their entirety, or that I was, and still am, actively indulging in. Dragon Ball, obviously, Cowboy Bebop, Samurai Champloo, and Lupin III. Despite my undying love for these franchises, there eventually came a point recently where I had just wanted something fresh again. And seeing as how One Piece is over 1100 episodes and counting, coupled with it still being the talk of the town over 25 years later, I mean, if your shit has a Macy's Thanksgiving Day balloon, then you've obviously reached peak status. I figured it could satiate my desires for variety for a good while. And that it currently is. One final thing I want to mention here is in regards to when the first video of this review series will be released. I'm aiming to have the Romance Dawn video out by the end of this month, if not, hopefully within the first week of July. It's currently in the editing stage, so it seems like a realistic enough deadline for me. So yeah, that's basically what I plan on doing for the series and on this channel until further notice. With all of that being said, I'll see you all when I begin this series with my review of the Romance Dawn arc.
海賊王になる男だ。